Hello everybody, back again. Brought my daughter into gymnastics, so I just figured I'd go inside again there and have a look around for some chaga. Chaga's it's like a mushroom, but it grows on the birch tree. It's like a black charcoal looking, it actually looks like it got burned in a fire on the tree. It was very hard to find. God, I believe I see some there now. But it's very hard to find. It's like 1 in every 1,000 trees. It's a fungus, whatever, but its medicinal properties are astronomical. It's like it's good for everything. It's very healthy, and it actually tastes good. It's not a tea, it tastes more like a coffee to me, but it's delicious. I like to find some. Hopefully today we will find some. I might have a little fire and have a little tea. I got a few hours to burn, so why not go check out, see if I can find some chaga. Might see some birch polypore too. Tea is not so good, but it's healthy for you. I might see some other fungi. I don't know if I know as much about the rest, but I'm not no expert on this either, but you know, I know what it looks like and it tastes good. Now you see here now, right by the highway, lots of birch here. Now, like I said, there's 1 in 1,000 trees, they say, if the fungus grows. So, maybe we're lucky. Well, I walked about 10 feet. This is like chaga, but there's a little bit of chaga left. People harvested it before, because there's a lot of people at it. They must have harvested too much, because you're supposed to like only take what you need, and so it grow back in it again. But this looks like they dug at it a little bit too far. But you can almost manage to get enough for a bit of tea. So you see that black right there, that black charcoal? It's chaga. It should be like a light brown. Yeah, there it is. Like a light brown inside. So actually we could get enough for a spot of tea. Spot of tea. Right here, now it's rotting, huh? So that's where they harvested too much. They should have kept this face here, just like chopped it off and had the face of the black left there, or the brown, I mean. And that would have just grow back after a couple of years and then reharvest again. But when he does this here, it's not quite good. Not good enough. Not good. Not good enough, not good. Well, I believe it looks like someone's up there too on the top of that tree. Wow, this might be, yeah, wow. I might need a ladder. Might have to come back here. But like I said, that looks like it's harvested a bit too much too. Well, we'll look around. If all else fails, we'll come back here and just take a little bit of this. This is hard here. This is like the real thing. Must start growing back a bit. Down here is kind of rot. As you see, those like mushy. Right there too. Not too good. It's walking up through air pit. Like I said, that might be the only thing we're going to see today, but we'll see. Another thing too, the best place to look for them, on the north side of the eel. This is north, northeast, whatever. It's like a north side, where the coldest side of the eel. That's where you'll usually see it. Well, usually it's almost like a rare thing to see. You can see like black up the tree. Let's see if we can find some. There's moose tracks? Yeah. Oh, moose tracks there. I know it was one thing, just walked for like a couple more minutes and this was a good place, but they're harvesting too much. I'm surprised, you know, it's just 2 trees in this little bit of distance. Yeah, you can see it. They're harvesting too much of it. You can see the brown. It's the real thing there, that brownish. Like I said, enough for get a bit of tea. That's a little mushy there, but like you'll see it when you break soft, it was like more of a light brown. You would think, okay, I'm not gonna drink the black stuff, but the black is like the best part of the mushroom or the fungi, and that's where most of the medicinal properties are. It's like example, blueberries, say on the, I forget the scale of whatever. I'll call it the alt scale. Maybe Austin put the proper term in. It's just an example. Say blueberries is 1,000, chaga is 10,000. So it's a way more healthier than blueberries, and blueberries are very healthy for you. Especially wild blueberries in the air in Newfoundland. So there's a couple trees there right now we've seen. We continue on. We should, because usually wherever it's some chaga, it's like spores, and attaches to the other one, and so usually where you see one in that area, usually you find a lot more. I shouldn't say a lot more, but you should find some more. As you see, amazing birch here. And it goes on for miles and miles and miles. Amazing. This used to be where a chaga mushroom was. but they harvested it way too much again, and it's all totally rotten. You see, usually it happens like we're cracking the tree. Yeah, if anybody out there ever harvest for chaga mushroom, let me know in the comments below where you're from and where you harvested and how much you got. Pretty neat there. Some animal has a nice home for itself. It's not hard to get a bit of birch rind around here for a fire. Way back, that's what they used to use for paper. The Biotic Indians there in Newfoundland. It's easy to make everything out of it. Canoes, and I'm not a no historian, so I don't know much about it either. I'm scoping around, see, because you can see the black in the tree, like, very far. But when you get up to it, sometimes it's just like a knot or a growth. Came across a tree here. You can see here now, he's 80, 90 feet in the air. But he won't be in the air for too long. But look at the damage in here. My God, I wouldn't even want to walk in under it right now at this moment. Must be a bear or something tore at it, or just died over time. But probably next windstorm, that one won't be standing. Well, I just came across a couple of neat mushrooms there. I think they're the polypore. There they are. This one here is amazing. Look at that one. As you see, the tree is dead. Let's try the small one here. See. Yes, I think they're. The bottom was very rough, smooth on the top. Let's I'm gonna see if I can crack it. Yeah, oh, this is it. Yep, these are the real birch polypore. I'm pretty sure they're like over Japan there's a good market for these things. They like drinking the tea. The tea is real bitter, unlike a chaga. Chaga's real smooth coffee-like taste. Oh man, this is a nice one there. I might have to get them and slice one up and have a tea out of it. It's right, like it's just like a sponge. I say that is like rough and under, smooth on the top, but that's how you know it's a birch polypore. And like I said, I'm no expert, no expert. But anybody out there knows any information about those, please let me know in the comments below. Because like I said, I'm no expert in this, but I do know chaga, and I'm no expert at that either. But I know what it looks like. But with those other mushrooms like this here, like the birch polypore. And there's another one too that they break it open, and there's inside there's like a really dry material. It was used for to keep a hember. So if you want to keep a fire going for a long time, you can keep it in that. And if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. And another thing too, if you don't know anything about those mushrooms and all that, don't eat them. Don't taste them. I'm not gonna eat it unless I like look it up online and see and match it up and make sure 100% that is a birch polypore and it's edible and whatever that. Yeah. I just got one of those. Got a bigger one. I'm gonna take that one home. Came across another little bit of chaga. Been harvested right there. Are we ever gonna come across one that's not harvested? There's a lot of sign of it right here. Hopefully we find a nice big chunk and we'll harvest the proper amount off. So if we want some later on, next year, year after, we'll come back to the same spot. A few more minutes and I came across the other mushroom I was talking about. I don't know, I forget what it's called. There it is. This one here is a more thicker. When they're younger, they're more like you scoop up under there. And they're white, but then he turns a little bit black. Like, hold on, here's a good one. See, and they're like that, like a rock. This is not the polypores. You don't eat those. You can't eat them. I guess you could, but you know, there's nothing there. So that's how you get the little thing inside. Is create a hember so they can transfer fire way back. Here's one written off here though. You can see it inside. Similar to the chaga, like the texture, but it's not. With this here too, this mushroom here, anybody knows anything about it? The name. I know his name, but I can't remember. Let me know in the comments. I just came across what I was talking about earlier, like a big knot on the tree. I thought I hit the jackpot until I got up closer, and that right there, I guess, looks promising, but it's not. There's a big slab of birch there ready to come off. For some reason, I want to pull it off. Wow. Oh, half broke. Still. Wow. I was ready to fall off. Doesn't hurt that tree. He's not in the best shape anyway. No problem lighting the fire with that. Oh, this tree is rotten. I think he's seen these days. Still no chaga. See it blacked in there, I don't know if you can see it. And in the tree. Let's go check it out. Another thing about the chaga mushroom too, they're so expensive to buy. Like if you buy get a £5 chaga mushroom, it's worth a lot of money. So that's why a lot of these places are harvested. They put tape out, those reflective tape, so they does that area, and they put tapes over there and does that area. So a lot of the chaga is taken up, and a lot is taken where it's too far for them to regenerate because of money. Get a good dollar out of them, but it's too bad though. I like to find the big chunk so everybody can experience or see what it is, and we'll chop off the right amount, and then we'll go home or air and have a cup of tea. Voila, done. Lots of good vitamins and minerals in our body, because it is one of the top things to drink for health wise. But let's carry on. Hopefully we find one. Another thing too about, I forgot to mention, season for harvesting this stuff is like right now, and just before spring, we're supposed to harvest it. Wow. Look at that tree. Let's grab this out. Whoa. Whoop. Holy crap. Oh, that was close. Couldn't resist. I shouldn't be at this stuff. No, don't do this stuff. If a tree's falling out, stay away from it. Now kids, don't try this at home. Let this kid try it. That was fun. This is a spot where me and my son came, Austin, our editor. And when we came here, we searched there, where found a few like we seen earlier. But the only place we seen them was like this here. Like you're seeing the spruce and the birch together. Just caught our eye. We was looking between the spruce net and see the birch there with a big chunk of chaga on it. So that's what I'm gonna try now, because maybe a lot of time people don't like come in places like this, whatever, looking for chaga. More out in the open where all the birch is. So I'm gonna try this route. Squirrel homes, if you want to call it. You see these tracks in it. And look at this. Oh, man, oh man, that's pretty neat. Hey, look at it. Wow, that's a beauty actually. That's ugly it is. See this one here all rotten. You see where the insects or the wood, not insects, this is a woodpecker searching for insects. Like the perfect holes. All up there, all the way down. Seems like everywhere I look there's something neat to look at. The spruce tree. Yeah, he had it rough, but he's keep on going. Up. Just cut across there. And go on up again. And one big limb. I guess he broke off at one point. Continued on. And thrived for a bit. Well, after about an hour or so, hour and a half, I was right. As you see, we're in all spruce, scatter birch, but we found it. Here's the chaga mushroom. Not as perfect thing, but like I said, I believe it was harvest. This is the real deal. Get that brown. See how hard? It's not, this is very hard. What it does over years and years and years is it takes all the crap out of the ground and all the nutrients, everything coming up through the bark, ends up in the mushroom. That might be 100% right, but what I read before. That's it. I can't believe we found it. I actually can't believe we found it. I thought for sure it was like the trouting, the fishing, the hunting, and we come home with nothing, come with nothing. Listen, you can hear the cars. I'm about a kilometer, a little over a kilometer away. You can hardly hear them there now. But man, it's still a nice mushroom, fungi. So I'm gonna get my axe out there now. I show you is I'm just gonna chop off, leave, like, I mean, enough where it just regenerate again. I got my axe out. Oh. Never throw that away. Let's cut in here a bit. It's good stuff. Ah, there she is. Oh, it all came off. Oh, I see why. So you would leave that there This was just growing out around. But you leave this here, so let that generator come on out just like this here. We'll take that bit there, we take that bit there, and we'll take this bit here. This is good stuff, this is. But it was harvested before, you can tell. Right here, just brownish. And a pure black that looks like charcoal. That is the gear, as they says. I'm laying it all on a big piece of birch bark. That's not too hard to find around here. How big the birch is right here. Now I'm gonna try to just take off a little bit more. Don't want to take too much off because it won't grow back, as I was saying. It is a fairly healthy birch. Well, very healthy birch actually. This is the only thing, well, except for the roots coming out there a bit with the wind. This is the only bad part. Well, not bad. Good part. Oh, boy. See, this in here is where it's growing. It's growing out around the birch, as you can see there, though. It's still a nice piece. Not so much black on there. Yeah, perfect. Wow, look at that stuff. Right there, that's what's left. You can see it'll grow back from here. Left this nice bit here. If Danny wants to come back next year or the year after and harvest this amount, which is just pretty good. There's my polypore. It's pretty neat though. Found some. I wouldn't. The way things always goes away with the fishing and everything else. I mean, I might never be back here again. I mean, lucky I might find my own way out of here. When you get home, the best thing you can do is just lay it out and let it dry out. Better dried out for tea, like anything, like the tea leaf, whatever. And you can reuse it over and over and over. Oh yeah, another thing. Check out our merch at the Sign Factory in Glovertown, Newfoundland. Well, something's finally working out right. Well, everything's working out pretty good today. And I got the pots on. They have 3 chunks of chaga. I got 1 piece in there. Throws her in, boys. There he is. That's enough chaga there to make it with 10, 20 cups. Shouldn't take that long to boil her now. Oh my gosh, she's blazing. No milk, no sugar, just the chaga itself, and it's delicious. Of course, a few sticks got in there already, along with the chaga, which is practically a stick or a mushroom. I tell you now, it's not hard to light a fire here when you got those little dead, dry limbs on the bottom of those big trees that you see there. See, I almost hit roll 5 times. She's a rolling boil, boy. She's boiling. That there's getting black, very black. What a sight. Nature's goodness. Just waiting for the tea there in a little bit. Nature provides a seat and everything, huh? If you never fell there, it was a beautiful day. It was still a beautiful day, but getting a scatter flurry there now. Sun was out blazing this morning. Right now it's 3 degrees. I forgot my jacket on, but lucky I had this jacket here with the zipper broke. Oh, she's hot. Forgot my oven mitt. Keep her out here a bit. Oh. It's like a sludge on top, but ignore that. That's a little. You can see the color in there. The darkness. And a little bit of sludge stuff on top there. That's just where it was on too much heat and it was boiling like anything. Cheers. Let's try it out. Chaga. Similar to coffee. And like this here, boil it very quick. You're not going to get the full effect. You want to put this on, get it boiling on a pot on the stove and just let it simmer and leave it there for, I used to leave it there all day. I just go get a cup, This will turn black. Black as this cup when everything comes out of it and all that. And plus a lot of this chaga that I put in there, I haven't got that black charcoal on the outside. It's more of the reddish or the brownish, the inside of the chaga, which is still good. But the black stuff, we got that's the main thing. I used to think the opposite. I used to think, oh, I'm not gonna eat that black stuff, drink that black stuff. But that's what you gotta drink. You're getting the taste, but it needs to be, like, it's still good. but you got these that steep for way longer. Like I would have that steeping for like 2 or 3 hours, and then you're getting a real strong taste. I'm saying strong taste, but it's still mild. Oh, you can't go wrong. Well, I'd like to thank you for dropping by, checking out the video. Not really planned, I guess, but whatever. Thanks for being here. Tony's not here today. I came in gander. He didn't even know I was doing this. I'm Danny, I'm the Outdoor Guys, and today we went and found Chaga, and we're tasting it. Cheers.